Yeah.
Yeah, the whole way?
No, I just joined you at the big hotel there, the Westin.
Why did you join?
Well, I'm from Fresno, California, and we do a lot of some similar marches, and I'm part of them.
Right.
But I'm still a delegate for Kerry.
Right. How can you do that when he supports staying in Iraq?
Hope that he'll change. What's the alternative? I know, I understand.
He has said that he doesn't see us getting out of Iraq until after the end of his first term.
I'm aware, and if he doesn't make significant changes, it'd be very difficult for me to do anything in 2008 for the Democrats.
Where terrorism reigns, it's Code Orange, Code Red, fear tactics, Patriot Act, the whole bit. But for those of us who've looked at the information about 9/11 itself, there's a ton of evidence that points to our own government allowing 9/11 to happen on purpose, even facilitating it. I've been talking to people all day. I know that some people are familiar with this evidence and a lot of people aren't. If you're not, I encourage you to look into it because it changes our perception of the world that we're living in. And it's a tool, it's a truth, it's a story, it's a reality that changes all of our perception and that makes us understand, if you believe it, if you understand why 9/11 happened, it makes us understand that we have a common enemy and that our government isn't working for us and that they are in cahoots with the terrorists. They are in cahoots with Al-Qaeda. And yeah, I encourage everyone to talk to me and to check out some of the information back at the 911truth.org booth back there. Thanks y'all for being here.
So what's going on here?
This is Critical Mass. Normally it's the last Friday of every month, but I guess they decided to do it early this month because of the DNC. I think there's another one tomorrow night too. But so anyway, basically you just get a bunch of riders together, and the whole point is just like to show like an alternative to fuel, regular standard transportation. People getting around by manpower on their bikes and taking over the streets, particularly taking it over from the SUVs. So that's what it's all about. And I guess because this is the DNC Critical Mass, it's a little more politically charged than usual.
My goal is to demonstrate that a bicycle is a handy way to get around. And I wish that the delegates and the VIPs, instead of having those trucks and cars from Michigan, the manufacturer place, would ride around on a bicycle while they're here.
Is there usually any involvement from the police on these things?
I've only been on it once before, and there was no involvement from the cops. I mean, maybe like every now and then, like a bike cop would come right by, or a cruiser would follow, but nothing like this. Nothing like the 50 cops that's going on.
Right.
This might be a different story now with the Secret Service and the military and the convention and everything. Because I've never seen this much police presence at a Boston Mass yet, so it might be interesting.
How long is the route?
No route. It's an attrition model, basically. People just sort of die off after a while or whatever. Like, I got to go to work at some point.
Right.
It's in the morning.
So you do have a job.
Oh,
so all
yeah,
those
no, I'm
people
not
that say
a
these people don't have jobs.
I'm a video editor for a music channel in the area. I have a real job. Yeah, no, I'm not some deadbeat hippie. No job. I make a living. Thank you very much. I pay my own rent. I buy my own food, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah.
And taxes.
And I pay my taxes. Yeah. No. It's a mischaracterization to say that we're all just, or any of us necessarily, are deadbeats or anything like that. It's not accurate.
You guys going to join the ride this morning?
Cool.
Yeah?
Why not?
Do you understand the purpose of a Critical Mass bike ride?
Plus, who needs a reason to ride a bike anyway?
Especially with the jam.
Cool.
It's a fact, like, you know, that's what I did. Can you tell the motorcycle cops to get away from another road?
The motorcycle cops are really dangerous. Really dangerous.
They're running down the sidewalk.
Give him one of your bikes! Give him one of your bikes! Give him one of your bikes!
This is what a peace day looks like!
We get arrested and our bike taken away for riding. Oh, you hit me.
Association is the creation of cooperative climate groups with peculiar purpose and mutual aid.
After we collect the criminal evidence that's needed in Abu Ghraib, we need to raise the Abu Ghraib prison. Human rights must be put back on the national agenda. The United States must regain its leadership as not a violator but a protector of human rights, and we must fight for human rights. Let me just close by telling you that we all have to work together in order to accomplish this task. If we work together, we can achieve great things. And as a patient of mine from Africa once told me a proverb which I think is quite germane to how we can work together to accomplish great things. She told me one day in my office, she said, if you put enough spider webs together, you can catch an elephant. Let's get busy.
I don't live in Boston, but on the way in today, I noticed that the security was pretty heavy. And I've heard that the cops are manning every single T station in Boston, checking everyone's bags. We are outnumbered here by cops in this city. They spent $65 million for no reason whatsoever. It's not security, it's control. And a lot of people have been influenced by the fear that this puts up in our heads. That's the reason we're here today. Just remember what's going on is about control. And that the Democrats are no different when it comes to oppressed people elsewhere in the world. Bush and Kerry are the same damn thing here. They're not behind anything but corporate power and control and support of fascism is increasingly becoming the way that happens in the United States. That's why you hear these sirens. That's why they put snipers on the rooftops. That's why we're outnumbered, as I said, by security here in Boston today. So the time to fight is now. To reject the cage, don't be put into the cage in the first place. Slowly things are becoming more intense as the security climate grows. And we have to fight back at every step. Every cop who comes and asks you for your ID or to check your bag, you have to question them. Otherwise it'll be taken for granted that they can fucking do it.
States across the country are broke. Schools don't have funding, hospitals don't have funding, social service programs don't have funding, and the government tells us that there's no money for them. There's plenty of money. There's more than enough money for a lifetime, but the Pentagon has it all. To the tune of $700 billion a year. Let's say that again. $700 billion a year. Since the beginning of the Cold War, America has spent, are you ready for this? $15 trillion arming itself to blow the world up. That $15 trillion could have created a home, a job, a school, and a hospital for every human being on the planet. I'll allow Boston's finest to go past first. So the media asked one of our organizers today what she thought about the fact that there were police reports that balloons filled with urine would be thrown on delegates and police today. This old story's been coming around since Seattle, and this is the same old intimidation bullshit by the security establishment. Someone wants to tell me that these beautiful artistic children here are a threat to national security? I don't think so. Where is the security threat? It's the people with the guns, exactly. Here in Massachusetts, the Green Rainbow Party, which was formed when the Green Party and Mel King's Rainbow Party decided to come together, have been very active in the anti-war movement, as has the Green Party in the United States. We have tried endlessly to get the Democrats to understand that war is not an effective foreign policy. They don't seem to understand. It's because war is big business and peace is not. On Monday, we all got together and we decided to have a little march through the city. And when we got down to the pen, we told them we're not going in the pen. And I'm going to say it right now just so everybody understands, we're not going in the pen again today. In fact, we're not going in the pen ever. The only real prison is the prison of the mind, and that is what free market capitalism is a prison within a mind, is a mindset. It is a belief system that says that profit is more important than people, and that war is better than peace, and war is an instrument of capital. So we must begin educating people. We must not only take to the streets, but we must find the shareholders and educate them about the blood money that they own in corporations around the world. They need to understand what their capital is doing to this planet.
Hey, folks who don't know us, people in the Red Cross is our street medic. We have more gear on us than we really want to use.
soon to be in New York City. America.
We are not terrorists. We are not terrorists. We are not terrorists. Switch those sides!
In other words, turn around. Turn around.
Come on! Get started!
Get in a straight line. What do you think this is, a party?
Shining, smiling faces. Not too shabby.
That's right, friends. We are the anarchists that you were warned about. Oh my goodness, I'm so scared. Can't somebody help me? We must need more police. Hey kids, how you doing today? Glad you all came out today to support our march. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I feel safer all the time. You know that.
Somewhere along the lines, you're looking familiar. Somewhere along the lines. The gray hair. I love your wife. I love her too. Yeah, sure I love.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to be, partisan participant.
Everything's hunky-dory. You are safe. You are safe. No problems. No situations. You are safe. We want to be safe. We want to feel safe. I feel so safe. Once again, you must leave the crowd and exit. It is very bad crowd control not to leave a crowd an escape route. You do not want to induce panic, because if there is panic, people will run, they will be hurt, okay? You understand this, you know this. Basic crowd control 101. Pull your punches. We know you'll attack if you're ordered to do so, but just don't beat the shit out of us for no good reason, okay? We are peaceful. We are here. We are exercising our First Amendment rights under the U.S. Constitution. I even have a permit from the city of Boston to be right here. And I would love to be able to show it to a commander.
Burns here in front of the Fleet Center. Both of them.
Hey, Todd. Carry us on the other side. Circle pit! Yeah!
shore, men in uniform, you should really think about who you're fighting for. Are you really fighting for the Constitution, or are you fighting for a claque that have taken over and are ruling in the name of the Constitution?
Excuse me, if I may, I would like to read the following. This is a very important document. It's a very important law. It's one of the bedrock laws of this country. It is the Posse Comitatus Act of 1878. Section 15, it shall not be lawful to employ any part of the Army of the United States as a Posse Comitatus or otherwise for the purpose of executing the laws. Except in such cases, and under such employment of said force may be expressly authorized by the Constitution or by Act of Congress, and no money appropriated shall be used to pay any employment of any troops in violation of this section. Section 375, restriction on direct participation by military personnel. The Secretary of Defense shall prescribe such regulations as may be necessary to ensure that any activity does not include or permit direct participation by a member of the Army, Navy, Air Force, or Marine Corps in search, seizure, arrest, or other civil activities unless participation of such activity by such member is otherwise authorized by law. I say that you are in violation of the Posse Comitatus Act. I say there is a penalties for violation. You may be subject to $10,000 fine or 2 years in prison for violation of this act. Civilian police, I beseech you to arrest those military men because they are in violation of the Posse Comitatus Act.
Hey, check out how many video cameras are on you right now. Do you see this?
That's right. Thank you.
remember.
Who's in charge? Is somebody in charge? Anybody?
Could we have a commander? How about Robert Dumpy? Robert Dumpy, could you come on up here, please? Come on, Robert, come on up. We've got a permit here. We've got some issues we have to deal with. Come on, Robert. Send whoever's in charge over here. We want to talk to him. We want to open negotiations on this permit deal, okay? Governments shall ensure that arbitrary or abusive use of force by law enforcement officials is punished as a criminal offense under the law. Exceptional circumstances such as internal political instability or any other public emergency may not be invoked to justify any departure from these basic principles.
The citizens were being dragged away for when they weren't told. The citizens stood by the people in an active unison and stood together and around the police to try to ensure that people were not being taken unlawfully.
Where are the people now?
They have been taken away by the authorities. And the one girl has gone to the hospital.
What happened to her?
I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me.
Do you know any of the folks who were arrested?
Everybody is my brother and sister in life. I know them all like I know you.
I can't be in the
I basically got on the floor. I have a permanent floor pass, so I was on for like, and there's Melanie Freeman is here, so she's wandering around.
I can't stay on that.
To reduce the chance of seeing the disturbance as a confrontation,
I got my message out. People ready to go?
Are you going to run in 4 years? We're going to have a Democratic president. I'll be working for his re-election.
Congressman Kucinich. That's where it's all set. Yeah, it's only independent. Press can film. Yeah.
So I don't have to do it?
No. Carry on, you can film.
Okay.
Can I see your credentials though? Do you have like your...
This is all they gave me.
Oh really? Do you have an ID that confirms your name's that?
My name's not on that.
Oh, this isn't your name?
My name's not Dennis DeCinnis.
Oh, okay.
My name's not Dennis DeCinnis.
Oh, okay.
My name's not Dennis DeCinnis.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I just assumed shoot the sidewalk.
Okay.
David.
Sounds good.
Sorry, I don't care. I didn't know it was a base.
No, it's alright.
It's not near as interesting as a base. I just thought it was like,
Yeah. So at some point, whether I do the day or do a week or whatever, I have to bring work to the gym.
Oh, yeah.
Play any particular rule because we're going to escort you so no one hits you or anything like that.
Yeah, we're not really sure when we're taking off. Like, we're still waiting for some people to show up. So
Okay.
we're thinking probably around 10 maybe.
10, and you're going to go to New York? Is that where you guys plan on going?
Eventually, yeah.
Thank you very much.
You want something right on?
Ox Drive, Palm.
All right, Commonwealth Ave. Park Drive.
Hold on, Palm Ave. Yeah. That's where you're going to camp out?
Yep, it's a church. We're going to be staying inside.
Beautiful. And you're going to take off at 10?
Yeah, about that.
Thank you very much, okay?
You're welcome.
Do it.
Posted on our
DNC's
website.
over. Get the hell out of
Posted on
here.
our website for months.
DNC's over. Get the hell out of
Posted on
here.
our website for months.
DNC's over. Get the hell out of
Posted on
here.
our website for months. We're gathering at 9. We're going to try and leave at 10. If we have a few
we stragglers, we don't want to leave. We're going to try and leave at 10. We don't want to leave anybody behind is the main thing. But, you know, we've got 258 miles to go. We do not want to hang out in Boston anymore. We're getting out of here. So we'll get things moving as quick as we can.
10 o'clock. What's the route going to take?
They've got the route right over there.
But do you know the route?
Yeah, we have it in our permit.
Can you tell me?
Not offhand.
Let me get.
No, I don't know.
I'm trying. We've got
I can
like
grab
a
somebody
route.
who has it written down if you want.
Yeah, quick. Just want to take a look.
1 second. Hey, Ann.
I got the room.
That's time to see, right?
Never mind, I'm all set, thanks.
We're going to have a Democratic president. I'll be working for his re-election.
My name's not Dennis.
Oh, okay.
DNC's over. Get the hell out of here.
Delegate for clarity.
Right. How can you do that when he supports staying in Iraq?
Hope that he'll change. What's the alternative? I know, I understand.
He has said that he doesn't see us getting out of Iraq until after the end of his first term.
I'm aware, and if he doesn't make significant changes, it'd be very difficult for me to do anything in 2008 for the Democrats.
Where terrorism reigns, it's Code Orange, Code Red, fear tactics, Patriot Act, the whole bit. But for those of us who've looked at the information about 9/11 itself, there's a ton of evidence that points to our own government allowing 9/11 to happen on purpose, even facilitating it. I've been talking to people all day. I know that some people are familiar with this evidence and a lot of people aren't. If you're not, I encourage you to look into it because it changes our perception of the world that we're living in. And it's a tool, it's a truth, it's a story, it's a reality that changes all of our perception and that makes us understand, if you believe it, if you understand why 9/11 happened, it makes us understand that we have a common enemy and that...
Two parties, one class! 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 Two parties, one class!
Been marching with us long?
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole way?
No, I just joined you at the big hotel there, the Westin.
Why did you join?
Well, I'm from Fresno, California, and we do a lot of some similar marches, and I'm part of them. But I'm still
showing like an alternative to fuel, regular standard transportation. People getting around by manpower on their bikes and taking over the streets, particularly taking over from the SUVs. So that's what it's all about. And I guess because this is the DNC critical mass, it's a little more politically charged than usual.
My goal is to demonstrate that a bicycle is a handy way to get around. And I wish that the delegates and the VIPs, instead of having those trucks and cars from Michigan at the manufacturer place, would ride around on a bicycle while they're here.
Is there usually any...
Our government isn't working for us and that they are in cahoots with the terrorists. They are in cahoots with Al-Qaeda. And yeah, I encourage everyone to talk to me and to check out some of the information back at the 911truth.org booth back there. Thanks y'all for being here.
So what's going on here?
This is critical mass. Normally it's the last Friday of every month, but I guess they decided to do it early this month for the DNC. I think there's another one tomorrow night too. But so anyway, basically you just get a bunch of riders together, and the whole point is just like to